Well, folks, we've got more problems for One America News Network and former Donald Trump lawyer Sidney Powell. It's been revealed in court filings that CNN has obtained that One America News Network, allegedly, according to the court filings, sent Sidney Powell an email. The president of One America News sent Sidney Powell an email on January 8th, 2021, 2 days after the Capitol riot. And this email contained an attachment that was a spreadsheet of usernames and passwords for Smartmatic employees so that Sidney Powell could use it to get into the Smartmatic system. Now, the court filing from Smartmatic, because this is part of their defamation lawsuit against One America News and Sidney Powell, by the way, they allege that this is, appearing to have violated state and federal laws regarding data privacy. The filing does not explain, likely because Smartmatic does not know, how One America got their hands on those passwords. But it also does not authenticate the passwords. So we don't know if these are the real passwords. We do not know, as of this moment, if Sidney Powell used any of them or attempted to use any of them. But here's the thing, whether or not those passwords were active and correct wouldn't necessarily matter in terms of violating federal law. If you get your hands on somebody's password, you put it in a database, a spreadsheet, and you're going to send it to somebody else, but in that meantime, the individual changes their password, that doesn't change the fact that their privacy was violated. And it doesn't change the fact that that would in fact run afoul of state and or federal laws. So if One America, the conservative news outlet, did in fact have a spreadsheet that had either current or former passwords of these people, that would be a criminal action. So the question I have, because this is brought up in a civil matter, Smartmatic can't file criminal charges against these people, is why is there not an investigation? Because this is not new information. Smartmatic has known about this. They had filed it in court. They didn't just file it. CNN only just now uncovered it. So has Smartmatic filed a criminal complaint? Have they gone to the authorities and said, oh my God, this president of this conservative media outlet got our passwords, investigate? That's what I want to know. And so far, I've not been able to find any answer to that, because if Smartmatic thought this information was real, that should have been the first action. Like, don't put it in a civil complaint. Go and make the police report first, then add it to your lawsuit. I do not think that Smartmatic would be foolish enough to not do that. So hopefully this is where maybe some investigative journalist somewhere is making phone calls and trying to find out if in fact a criminal complaint has been filed. Because if so, this looks pretty bad for One America, and their president needs to worry about more than just that defamation lawsuit against them. Because if this report is accurate, that's the kind of thing that could probably land you in jail. Oh, and by the way, just for the record, it wasn't just Sidney Powell that they allegedly sent this to. Oh no, they also allegedly sent it to Mike Lindell. So we'll see where this goes. This story is just developing, but I think there's a lot more here than what we're being told. Ring of Fire is just a few subscribers short of hitting that 1 million subscriber milestone. So if you're not already subscribed, please go ahead and do so and stay up to date with all of the latest from Ring of Fire.